So what if you suddenly found out that every song you know how to play on the bass, you learned in the wrong key? That's exactly what happened to me. Does it matter? Why or why not? Hi, I'm John Liebman. Welcome to another edition of The Essence of Groove. So, when I was a kid growing up, I spent a lot of time in my bedroom playing guitar, playing bass, learning songs from records. Remember records? Vinyl with the turntable and the tone arm going up and down and trying not to ruin your records? I learned a lot of songs that way. And I was into classic rock, so I was, Aerosmith, Peter Frampton, Led Zeppelin, Jimmy Page, all that stuff, guitar and bass. And then when I got into college, I think it was toward the end of my first year in college, I started studying the upright bass, classical. And I played in the orchestra, which I really enjoyed. And we were playing Mozart and Beethoven and Tchaikovsky and Berlioz and, Schubert, all that stuff. I loved it. It was a lot of fun. And I thought, a great way to really practice this would be to, learn it. We were given the parts, and I figured when I'd go home, I would play along with a record, with the New York Philharmonic or the Chicago Symphony Orchestra or the Berlin Philharmonic. It was a lot of fun because those guys know what they're doing. Well, probably about one or two notes into it, the first time I tried it, I discovered that my turntable was at a different speed. I guess it was slow. So I don't remember what I did. Did I tune the strings of my bass up? I don't know. But the thing is, it never ever occurred to me all those years that all these classic rock songs I was learning, it didn't strike me strange at all that so many of them were in E flat and A flat, maybe F sharp, maybe B. I didn't even give it a thought. But that is kind of weird, don't you think? So the thing is, that really helped me a lot. And it underscores what I'm always telling my students. I'm talking about the awesome consistency of the bass all the time. It's totally symmetrical. There's no other instrument that's like this. Guitar is kind of close, except it's got that B string, which is a major third. The bass is perfect fourths all the way up and down, totally symmetrical. I mean, the relationships between the notes are the same, but the physical relationships, the way we put our fingers, is the same no matter where we are on the bass. So if you're playing like, oops, play a little cleaner than I just did though. But if you can do that, there's no reason you can't go, because the finger configurations, the shapes are the same. Like, if you can do that, there's no reason you can't go. So the takeaway for today is, what if you have to play with a singer who could only sing a song in some weird key? Are you going to be ready for that? Is that just going to totally blow your mind? Let me tell you something. There are no such things as easy keys and hard keys, or weird keys or non-weird keys. Only familiar keys and unfamiliar keys. I learned that from Vince Maggio at the University of Miami. Thank you, Vince. I learned so much from you. So what I'm suggesting for you is to take something you can play and then play it somewhere else, anywhere else, everywhere else. Your finger configurations, the shapes are going to be the same. I mean, yeah, you might encounter open strings once in a while, but you get my point. Try it low, try it high. It will expand your comfortability all over the bass. It will increase your proficiency. I mean, it feels kind of the same, but it feels kind of different, like riding a different bike or driving a different car or wearing a different pair of shoes. You know how to do it, but it feels different. And it's a good exercise to do. If you're always playing right here or right here in the same place all the time, this is a chance to expand your groove vocabulary, expand your bass palette, your horizons, whatever you want to call it, and just become more familiar with the bass all the way up and down. Give it a try. Hit me up. Let me know how you like it. You may have never tried it before. Share your experience with me. I really do want to hear from you. I've got all kinds of tips and advice for learning bass and playing bass, so if you're not subscribed to this channel, be sure to do that right now and give me a thumbs up if you like it. In the meantime, I'll see you right back here next week, same time, same place, with another edition of The Essence of Groove. I'm John Liebman. Let's play bass.